Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am going to start now the new topic, that is the road traffic accidents or the transportational injuries. So this is the lecture number 1 about the road traffic accidents. And we will also discuss the medico-legal aspects of transportation injuries and the injuries which are sustained to the persons, either they are the pedestrians or the occupants. Recently, this has been a very important subject in the study of the injuries, because we are basically reconstructing the accident situation, and this not only help us to corroborate the allegation, but also it helps in understanding the cause of the accident, and then we can devise the safety measures. The persons involved in the vehicular accidents, the injuries are studied. Then these injuries often assume a definitive pattern in case of pedestrians and in case of the occupants of the vehicles, the drivers or the other occupants. And the distribution and severity of the injury may vary from case to case, but even then, the general pattern is common in most of the cases. The accidents are usually classified as the road traffic accident, the railway accidents, or the air traffic accidents. The transportation injuries, this has become the largest cause of death in the world as per WHO. And these deaths are more than the cancer. And the number of accidents are directly proportional to the number of vehicles on the road. And in Pakistan, the number of deaths and injuries per mile traveled are much more than other countries. The statistics show that the number of deaths and number of the accidents, they are increasing alarmingly internationally. And there can be a national difference in the statistics. For example, in USA, 40,000 die and about 2 million are injured, and the ratio is 1:5 per year. And in UK, 70,000 die and 350,000 get injured. In West Germany, as there is no speed limit, the population is as much same as the UK, but the deaths are much more, 17,000 per year. And in Pakistan, we do not have any data, but we know that they are much higher in number as compared to the rest of the world. So to study the transportation injuries, it may be we can divide the subject into what is the cause of the accident, classification and the data collection, the type and pattern of distribution of injuries, and then investigation and the accident reconstruction, then criteria of medical certification to the driver, and the legal issues which are related in the transportation accidents. So regarding the causation of the accidents, it depends upon the mechanical factors, environmental factors, and the personal factors that is within the driver or with the pedestrian. The causes of road traffic accident, the mechanical causes are the mostly the tire burst, the breaking of the tie rod, and carbon monoxide poisoning because of the faulty engines. Then the stability of the vehicles. As we know, there are two-wheel vehicles which are abundant in Pakistan, and there are four-wheel vehicles. And the personal factor within the person, there can be disability, physical disability, loss of vision, loss of hearing, or loss of limb. And then psychological reasons, depression, mania, schizophrenia, because the medical fitness of the driver is the most important, especially in transportation and also in the personal vehicles. Then there can be diseases like systemic diseases, blood pressure, diabetes, kidney diseases, or the pathological condition which can occur as an acute attack, like coronary attack or epilepsy, or some spontaneous illness, that is pneumothorax or renal colic. So these are the factors which are within the driver. Then the risk factors, fatigue, precipitating mental block, and power of decision. The fatigue is most important job, especially in the public vehicles. The driver are forced to do the longer duties. So from one track, they can switch over to the other track, and the fatigue becomes an important factor. And then the use of drugs and alcohol, tranquilizers, or amphetamines, they can be a risk factor. Then the environmental factors in the causation of the accident, the poor visibility because of fog, frost, snow, or rain. Then the traffic density versus speed of the vehicle. The number of accidents to the number of vehicles having a second factor is the speed. That means the accidents in relation to number of vehicles, the most important factor becomes the speed. As we know, on highways, as there are less number of vehicles, but speed is more, and which will lead to more accident. And similarly, in low speed areas, there will be more number of vehicles as speed is low, but the number of vehicles are more. So in these areas, because of the increase in number of vehicles, there are chances of accidents. But sometimes in these low speed areas, if the traffic density or number of vehicles is less, then speed will become more. And in city side, this is also a risk factor. So the number of accidents and the age group involved. The safest age is presumed between 35 to 60 years. And the risk group is between 20 and 35 years and 60 and above. The number of accident and sex group involved, generally the women are presumed to be safe drivers. Then the behavioral effect within the driver. For example, the person having the extrovert or bold, stronger risk-taking behavior can be responsible for accidents, whereas the introvert, timid, and no risk-taking are the safe group. Then there can be attention distractions, and these distractions may be auditory or the visual. Most common these days, the use is use of mobile phone while driving is the most important attention distractor. Or listening music, the attention is diverted toward the music and you get distracted. And for the bikers especially, the visual distraction, they keep on watching around, not concentrating straight. So this can be a risk factor in causation of the accident. So there are basically 4 types of accidents depending upon the number of vehicles involved, direction of impact, motive of accident, and the extent and damage of injuries. So road traffic injuries or the accidents can be divided into 4 groups, and which depends upon the number of vehicles, direction of impact, motive of accident, and the extent of damage. Regarding the number of vehicles, if it is single vehicle or more than one. Then the direction of impact, frontal impact, lateral impact, or rear impact. And the motive of accident, the crash without any motive, maybe person intoxicated, or crash with motive to disguise or to mask a homicide or suicide. The accident can be of this motive also. Then the extent of damage to the injured. Minor injuries, trivial injuries, victim are not hospitalized. Moderate injuries, the injuries are serious and the persons are hospitalized for 1 week. In severe injuries, when the stay in the hospital is more than 1 week. And in the fatal injuries, either the person dies on the spot or within 30 days of hospitalization. Reaction time. This means that the time from the moment one sees a cause for action through the mental process of decision, what action need to be taken, to the first operative movement, that is the person look a cause, then there is a process within the brain for decision taken, and then actually operative movement, the decision which has now been implemented, that means the reaction time. The normal reaction time is 0.3 seconds for a distance of 12 feet. And traveling at a speed of 30 miles per hour, it would take about 12.3 feet before any decision to alter the direction or speed of the vehicle. Thank you very much. Take care. Allah Hafiz.